Yes.
Ready? Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for June 12, 2019. Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Present.
William Allen.
Present.
Weena Guzman.
Present.
We move on to minutes. We have the minutes of the regular meeting of May 8, 2019. Entertain a motion to approve as written.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
We have no correspondence. Move on to new business. First item on our agenda, opening bids for Block Stadium, site utilities from Public Works.
The first one is from Gary Up Construction Company, located at 3965 Harrison Street, Gary, Indiana. Base bid amount $407,500, 407,500. And were there any alternates? No. Okay. Next, we have Hassey Construction Company, located 10 Lincoln Avenue, Calumet City, Illinois. Base bid amount of $462,900, 462,900. And then next we have Grimmer Construction, Inc., located 2619 Main Street, Highland, Indiana. Base bid amount of $466,000, 466,000. And that concludes all the bids.
Who's overseeing this? Public Works overseeing?
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll hand it off to Doug, as well as we'll get a copy of it for our architects as well.
Okay, so you're going to review it, make sure all the paperwork's right, and then come back with your recommendation? Okay. So we'll have that on the, is this the one, do we require a special meeting for the, is this time sensitive?
We'd like to.
Did they give us a date they wanted a special meeting?
I can't recall off the top of my head. It might be next week, Wednesday.
Okay, well, get
But
together.
we'll coordinate with him to find out what time and what day he wants.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on. Second item. We have two from Standard Equipment Company, rates from Public Works.
Good afternoon, Keith Selfie, Director of Public Works. Mr. President, what you have in front of you are two actual rate tables for Standard Equipment. Standard Equipment is the actual provider of our sweepers, as well as they do maintenance on our garbage trucks. What I'd like to do is get these rates approved and start. What I want to do is a preventative maintenance. One is for the sweeper, and again, one of them is for the garbage trucks.
Okay, the one for $3,652, is that for the sweepers?
Yes, that is for the Pelican sweepers.
Okay, and the 106944 is for?
They're garbage trucks. That'll be our rear loaders as well as our one arms. Preventive maintenance basically is just the lubing of the actual machines and the changing of the liquids.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments on these rate schedules?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Public Works requests from Standard Equipment Company of their rate schedules for their equipment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Next item we have from also Public Works, from Thomas Irrigation, change order number 1.
Yes, what you have before you is a change order that we're requesting to have done by Thomas Irrigation. What we're going to be doing is relocating the irrigation line coming up off the vault. It is currently somewhere down maybe about 3 to 4 feet. We want to actually relocate it down to 6 feet, so it'll be beneath the actual foundations of the fence as well as some potential other buildings that will be built.
And this is for $1,912.26.
Correct.
Any questions or comments on this proposal?
None.
No.
Any no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve from Thomas Irrigation, change order number 1, the amount of $1,912.26.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from NWI Property Preservation, change order number 1, also from Public Works for the Penn Center.
Yes, initial bid for this particular project was doing some repairs over at Penn Center. We had several water breaks coming out of the actual winter. The initial estimate to get some things done was $18,400. Once they start opening up the walls and so forth, they discovered a couple more leaks, hence the additional scope of work to do some drywall replacement, patching, as well as some painting. Total cost was $2,200.
Any questions or comments on NWI Property Preservation's proposal?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve NWI Properties Preservation, change order number 1 for Penn Center in the amount of $2,200.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have also from Public Works, our Little League scoreboard installation, I believe.
Yes, these are 2 actual quotes to get the scoreboards erected and installed. One's from RK Electric, and the other one is from Midwestern Electric. We would like to recommend RK Electric. Scope of work basically is to basically get locates and to dig and put the wiring up, as well as erect the scoreboard with I-beams. Just for the record, the Little League does have $3,000 toward the actual installation of the actual scoreboards. So what I'm actually asking them to do is to provide that check once we have these completed to the City of East Chicago to help aid with us doing the install.
Okay, so right now, you recommend RK Electric, and their proposal is for $10,350.
That is correct.
Are you doing the second one too? The second scoreboard?
Yes, so basically these are for 2 scoreboards. The first one is actually, we have the scoreboard and we're going to erect for it. And then the second one we're going to stub out. And once that one's up, the grant that the Little League actually has will be provided the second scoreboard, as well as the check for $3,000 for the installation.
I see your second quote from Midwest was almost more than double the amount of RK. Was everything apples to apples on this?
Everything is apples to apples. I was quite surprised as well.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on the proposal from RK Electric?
No.
Okay. There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion we approve RK Electric's proposal for the Little League scoreboard in the amount of $10,350.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, keep a close eye on them. I don't want to see a bunch of change orders.
Yeah, I don't believe it will. It's pretty straightforward. I think it's just a case of the big guys versus the small guys.
Okay. Next we go to outstanding invoices. We have the first one from Chicago Tire from Public Works.
Yes,
This is an invoice from 2/12/19, an amount of $820.
yes, this particular invoice unfortunately was lost and then found. The actual tires were purchased, and we asked that we be able to pay the bill of $820.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice payment to Chicago Tire in the amount of $220.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Cintas, we have two invoices, one dated 5/31/18, one dated 7/13/18, in the amount of $180.88.
Yes, the services were provided by Cintas. On these two particular invoices, they were I guess I should say, we weren't responsible for the center at this point. They weren't incurring bills, but once it got turned over to Public Works, who handles most of the buildings, these were not paid in a timely fashion.
Any questions or comments on the invoices from Cintas?
No.
No? There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve late invoice payment from Cintas in the amount of $180.88.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Best Equipment, we have one invoice from 2/13/19, the amount of $137.48. And we have another one from 3/5/19, the amount of $2,448.58. And another one dated 3/28/19, the amount of $504.07. These are all from Best Equipment.
Yes, correct. Both of these invoices were unfortunately not given to us in a timely fashion by the vendor. They just brought them over, I believe, they brought them over this month, so they actually missed them on their end. The services were provided though, and I asked that we should be allowed to pay them.
Okay, any questions or comments on the Best Equipment invoices?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the payment for the three Best Equipment late invoices.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next we have from Civic Plus for Multimedia. We have one invoice dated 1/31/2019 in the amount of $15,270.
Hello. The first invoice we got, we had not yet secured the funding through Bennett, even though it got approved. And then they hadn't sent us the W-9 until last month. So when Marcia started processing everything, she didn't have everything in order, and then she had left. By that time, the bill was already late, and that's when I started learning how to do the billing myself. So I have everything in order now, and after this, I guess we'll just process everything accordingly.
And Civic Plus is aware of what the situation is?
Yes.
Any other questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice from Civic Plus LLC in the amount of $15,270.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a late invoice from KM Electric dated 3/18/19, an amount of $111.96 from Engineering Department.
So this invoice was received on time, but it was lost on my desk. And so services have been rendered, and we recommend payment.
I haven't heard that one. Lost on the desk. Okay.
It was underneath a pile of an organized mess on my desk.
The less said, the better there. Okay, services were provided.
Yes.
Any further questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the late invoice from Calumet Electric in the amount of $111.96.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next on our agenda, we have final compliance reports from planning for Midwest Electric for Community Center Site 1 and Site 2.
Hello, everyone. Esperanza Compliance Manager. The first one I'll be reading off is Midwestern Electric Community Center Site 1 Compliance Report, Final Compliance Report. Original contract is for $157,009. The total amount of change orders which were submitted is $38,618. The overall adjusted contract amount is for $195,627, which came up to a total amount of damages of $10,079.67. Anyone have any questions? This is a final report.
Any questions or comments?
None.
All right. The second one is, again, for Midwestern Electric, who worked on the East Chicago Community Center Site 2. The original contract amount was for $159,841. Total amount of change orders came out to $49,033, which gave us an adjusted contract amount of $208,874. Total damages came up to be $10,538.33. And that is about it. I do have other compliance reports that I wanted to go over, but I guess they didn't meet the deadline, so we're okay. But they're all finals. We should be in a final mode for all of them.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Any questions or comments?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to NSP Consulting from Building Department. Anybody here from the Building Department?
James is out of town.
Was someone supposed to come over, or?
Well, James is the only one that I spoke with about this.
Does any board member have any knowledge on this board? Okay, well, I think we'll table this one. I believe if it's time sensitive, if we're going to have a special meeting, we might want to consider adding it to that special meeting. Make a note of that. I'm not aware if it is time sensitive or not. So I'm not familiar with this firm. Okay, now we'll move on to the alcohol agreement with Louis Sereno, A.K. Villa LLC for Independence Day. There are actually three. We have the agreement for Independence Day with him, with Fusic Fest, August 24th, and with Kielbasa Fest, August 24th. And these agreements, I believe, are identical, right?
They are identical, and Attorney Allegretti has approved them.
Okay. Is this something we've done in the past?
Yes, it's the same
But
agreement,
similar-
actually, for the last 2 years, I think. I don't think he did the Kielbasa Fest, but basically, we just changed the dates and the locations, but it's the same agreement.
So, for the record, as Ms. Adams has mentioned, it's been reviewed by our law department, and it's been approved by our law department. Are there any questions or comments on either one of these three alcohol agreements, which are identical, except for the event?
None.
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the alcohol agreement with Louis Sereno, A.K. Villa LLC, for our Independence Day event, July 3rd, for our Fusic Fest, August 2nd to 4th, and for our Kielbasa Fest, August 24th, all for special events.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
I'll move on to,
I think we're missing one, the Fusic. Did we say Fusic?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
That's
Fusic.
okay.
Independence, Fusic, Kielbasa.
Okay.
Okay, next one, we'll move over to Joe Whittle, for, I believe this was for DJ Services for Independence Day, and Joito also for Night Out Against Crime. Both of these for DJ, I believe.
Correct.
And the one for the 4th of July, that is for $400.
And I just want to note, he is the DJ on the beach. We also have a DJ on the marina side, and I believe that one had already been approved.
So one is for $400, that's 4th of July, and the other one for Night Against Crime, is that $300?
I believe so. I believe there's less hours involved.
Because I do have the one here for the beach at the lakefront.
That's
That's
for
that was out.
Julito.
Are there any questions or comments on the Independence Day event or the Night Out Against Crime event?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Joito's DJ services for Independence Day and for the Night Out Against Crime and special events.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have, also for special events, Maggie Speaks.
That is a live band for July 3rd on the marina side.
Okay, and the amount is $4,460.
Yes, and they are not only providing the band, but the sound and lights for that event as well on the marina side.
Any questions or comments on Maggie Speaks? That's the name of the band?
That's the name.
Any questions or comments?
None.
Any further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve proposal with Maggie Speaks with our special events, $4,460.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next on our agenda, we have Hassie from Hassie. Change order number 3 for Columbus and Aldous Drive runabout structure. Who's speaking on?
I guess Doug was supposed to speak on this, but I mean, apparently it's a deduct. I am aware that there was some changes for the electrical over at the site for the roundabout.
So,
As far as any details, I'm unaware.
so we do it, I'm looking at this, so it's a deduction of $7,018.
And that the date be extended.
And the date you're correct, date to be extended to June 28th. Do we have an issue with them extending the time? William? Do you think there's no issue with the extending the time to June 28th?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, because June 20th, just around the corner. It is a deduction, it's not an increase in the contract.
Correct.
I don't have any problem approving this since it is a deduction. Anybody have any other questions or comments?
No.
Just for the record, Val, they have completed, the lights are on, so we're pretty close to just finishing up the punch list.
Okay. I kind of feel better about that, so there being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion that we approve the HASC change order number 3 for Columbus Drive Aldous roundabout structure, which is a credit of $7,018, and approving their extension to June 28, 2019 to complete the electrical work. Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 2019-16. Resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works extending the services of Cesar Perez, providing for the public sales of surplus property using an approved internet auction site.
This is a renewal of the existing agreement. The terms have not changed.
And the amount is not to exceed 50,000, that stays the same?
Yes, which I don't think we got anywhere near last year.
No, I don't think so either. Any questions or comments on Resolution 2019-16?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Resolution 2019-16. Resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works extending the services of Cesar Perez, providing for the public sales of surplus property using approved internet auction sites.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have government fixed assets. This is from, wait a minute.
I think we have,
Yeah, I was looking at the old agenda. Next, we have Resolution 2019-17, transfer of 22 properties. Resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works establishing terms and conditions for the transfer of certain properties owned by the City of East Chicago to the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment, which property is commonly known as 3831 Alder, 4802 Alexander, 4847 Alexander, 1616 Broadway, 3824 Deodore, 3721 Euclid, 3910 Euclid, 4238 Euclid, 3506 First Street, 4814 McCook, 4821 McCook, 4745 Melville, 4839 Melville, 4933 Melville, 4933 Melville. It's the same. There's another 43 Melville Avenue. 4934 Melville, 4942 Melville, 5012 Melville, 5022 Melville, 3848 Parish, 3847 Parish Avenue, and 4511 Todd.
these are being transferred to the Department of Redevelopment to facilitate the demolition process. In order to activate that funding mechanism, they have to be in the titled in the name of the Department of Redevelopment.
Okay. Any questions or comments on Resolution 2019-17?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Resolution 2019-17.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we come to Resolution 2009. Here, I would like to amend our agenda and add Resolution 2019-18, which is a resolution of Chicago Board of Works regarding appeals taken before the board.
This subject matter has been discussed before. The process, once the penalties for alleged violations of the local hiring and minority hiring ordinances are fixed by Esperanza, the contractor has a right to a hearing. Our practice in the past, and which is being acknowledged by this resolution, is that we appoint a hearing officer, in this case Shauna Levinson, and we designate the city attorney Carla Morgan to serve as prosecutor to afford the contractor due process and an ability to present his case or his defenses under the ordinances. This resolution just acknowledges that procedure, and I think going forward, there are multiple cases. It provides for this process to serve for all future appeals by these contractors under this ordinance.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments on Resolution 2019-18?
None.
There There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Resolution 2019-18, Resolution of the Chicago Board of Public Works regarding appeals taken before the board.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have before us from Government Fixed Asset Services Incorporated, a proposal. This is from the Controller's Office. I can speak on this. This is a firm that assists us in our, regarding our capital assets, including general infrastructure and assets of the water utility, sanitary. Their work is meant to aid us in the city's financial reporting requirements related to capital assets. It's something we do every year. Is there any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further, their fee is $6,950 for the record. Like I said, it's a yearly service that's provided, it's required by the state. There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the proposal from Government Fixed Asset Services to assist with our capital asset inventory in the amount of $6,950.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Next we come to right away. We have First
Got the
Amendment.
first, yeah.
First Amendment to Conveyance Agreement and MOU. Did he leave? He's not out there, is he?
I think he realized there was another item on the agenda.
Okay, we have the First Amendment to Conveyance Agreement and Memorandum of Understanding among the City of East Chicago, City of East Chicago Redevelopment Commission, and East Chicago Urban Enterprise Association. Whereas on April 16, 2019, the parties entered into a certain conveyance agreement and memorandum of understanding for the properties located at 3733, 3735, and 3738 Main Street. Whereas the parties hereto desire to amend the agreement as herein set forth. Now therefore in consideration of mutual promises, covenants, and conditions herein contained and other good and valuable considerations, the receipt and sufficiency of which is hereby acknowledged, the parties here to agree to the following. The property should be identified and described as follows. Lots 21, 22, and 23 in Block 2 in First Addition to Indiana Harbor in the City of East Chicago, as per plat thereof recorded in Plat Book 5, page 14, in the office of the Recorder of Lake County, Indiana. Parcel number 45-03-22-328.013.000-024, commonly known as 3735 Main Street, East Chicago, Indiana. All other matters not amended remained as previously written in the original agreement. I think this is something that was time sensitive. I believe our city attorney was called to another matter. So for the record, I would like to have our board approve this. Do you have any other questions or comments? It's basically an amendment to that
The agreement that we signed at the
Right.
last meeting. It's just changing the parcel information for the Fitzsimmons project.
Are there any other questions or comments?
No.
Okay, there be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the First Amendment to the Conveyance Agreement and Memorandum of Understanding among the City of East Chicago, City of East Chicago Redevelopment Commission, and the East Chicago Urban Enterprise, considering the Fitzsimmons project, which it's commonly known as.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay. Now we move on to right-of-way applications. we have Board of Public Works permit applications number 19-03216 through 19-03226. Any questions or comments on these permit applications?
No.
None.
There being no questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Board of Public Works permit application 19-03216, 19-03216 through 19-03226.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
That concludes our new business. We have no old business. We have no other business. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, June 26, 2019, at 4:30 p.m. That concludes all our business tonight. I entertain a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Jill was supposed to speak next.
Yes.
Okay, we call to order and do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call.
Milton Reed. Richard Chemzinski.
Here.
Thomas Davis.
Here.
Can I get approval of the minutes for May 22nd, 2019?
Make a motion.
I second. Okay, Fire Department.
Okay. Richard Chemzinski
Present.
and Thomas Davis.
Present.
Okay.
Deputy Fire Chief Mark Escobedo.
Okay, and these are all your training and everything, right?
Yes, currently. This is, looks like the month of June? Let me see, May. And,
Okay.
Yep.
Get approval of Fire Department business?
I so move.
I second. Roll call?
Richard Chemzinski,
Yes.
Thomas Davis.
Yes.
Next is
thank you.
a resolution on 2019-07, 1117 Beacon Street, release of lien. Do I do a roll call now, or can I do all three of them?
You could do all three.
Okay, and then the resolution 2019-08, 4714 McCook, a release of lien. And resolution 2019-09, 4117, the Euclid, release of lien. Can I get a,
I so move.
I second? Roll call?
Richard Chemzinski,
Yes.
Thomas Davis.
Yes.
Old business, none. Audience participation, none. Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, June 26th, 2019 at 5:30 PM. Move for adjournment.
I so move.
I second. Roll call?
Richard Chemzinski,
Yes.
Thomas Davis.
Yes.